Hi guys, welcome to Websense Pro. Welcome to another tutorial video. In this video, I'll show you guys how you can connect your Google account with N8N in less than 5 minutes. And it's super simple and easy to use. You can create your own agents using N8N, which can send emails on your behalf. Let me show you how you can do that. So this is my N8N instance. And if you are noticing, this is installed on my own personal domain. So I'm using the free version of N8N. And if you want to learn how to install N8N on your own domain completely for free without paying N8N usual monthly fee, there's a link in the description through which you can learn how you can set up N8N using Google Console completely for free. Okay, now let me show you how you can connect your Google account with N8N. So I'm going to create a new workflow. Let's suppose you already have your agent and you want to connect your Google account. So I'm just going to add a Gmail connector actions, which will send a message. Right now, I already have these two accounts connected. I am going to click on create a new credentials. You might not see that already here. So let's click on create new credential. And here we have this OAuth redirect URL, which we will need to add. Now let's open up console.cloud.google.com. You will need to add the billing in order to create a new project and connect with the API key. Okay, now I'm going to create a new project in order to show you guys. I have already these projects. I'm going to create a new project, demo 2. Let's click on create. For creating a new project, it's going to take few seconds in order to create a new project. Once the new project is created, you will see that here. So I have created this demo 2 to show you guys. I'm going to click on demo 2 and then click on these 3 bars and then go to API and services and then click on OAuth consent screen. Once you click on OAuth consent screen, you will see a screen like this, and I am going to click on get started. And here you can name it whatever you want. I am going to name it testing Gmail N8N. And for user support email, you can select your own email and then click on next. And for audience, select external, then click on create. And here, make sure to add in the same email address. So I'm going to add in my email address and then click on I agree and then click on continue. Once done, click on create. Perfect. Now click on create OAuth client. And here select application type to be web application. You can name your application whatever you want. And for authorize redirect URIs, click on add URI and then copy this URL from N8N screen. Click to copy and then paste it here. Perfect. Now let's click on create. And here you have client ID and the JSON file, which will show you the client secret. So I'm going to download that JSON file. Okay, it's taking me to this page. Click on this pencil sign here. Under clients, if you are redirected elsewhere, just click on clients and then click on this pencil icon. And here you will see your client ID and client secret. Okay, now let's copy the client ID, paste it here, and then paste the client secret here. Okay, then click on save. And your credentials are connected successfully. Now make sure to add a test user. In order to add a test user, click on audience and then scroll to the bottom, and here you will see test users. Then click on add users, and then I am going to add the same email address and then click on save. Perfect. Now you are good to go. The Gmail is connected. Now click on sign in with Google. And then click on email. But before you do that, make sure to enable the API key, because I'm assuming you have created a new project. So click on these 3 small bars, then go to API and services, and then click on enabled API and services. And here you will need to find the Gmail API. So let's search for Gmail API, or you can click here, enable APIs and services, which will take you to the search. And I'm going to search for Gmail API, and here's the Gmail API. Now let's enable this Gmail API. Okay, our Gmail API has been enabled. Now all we have to do is just click on sign in with Google, and then click on that specific email. Then click on continue here. Make sure you added the test user as I have shown you guys, and then click on continue. Then click on select all to give all of the permission. It's asking you permission for adding, reading, drafting, all of that kind of stuff. Now click on continue. And here we go. Our N8N connection has been successfully made for the Gmail. Now you can send email using this node. So all you have to do is just add an email, add in subject line to send the email. Let's test to make sure it's working. I'm gonna add my second email address, testing N8N, and then message to be testing N8N. Now let's see if it's working. Let's click on test step, and you can see that it's working fine. And if I go to my Gmail, actually I already have it open, so I'm gonna go to the Gmail here. Now you can see that testing N8N email has been received. Now similarly, you will make a connection for Google Drive as well. So I am going to add a new action item, which will be Drive, and then click on Google Drive, whatever you want to select in. Let's select copy file, and then you will use the same credentials. Similarly, for that, it's asking for the new credential. Let me save that first. Save that as a workflow. Click on Google Drive. Okay, it's asking to create a new credential. So we will simply add in the same client ID and client secret, which we created before. So I am going to go to credentials. And here we have our client. Click on this pencil icon, copy this client ID, and then copy the client secret. And then click on save. Now make sure to enable the API for Google Drive as well. So I'm going to go to API and services, enabled API and services. And then once click on enabled API and services again. And I'm going to search for Drive. And here, let's enable this Google Drive API. Enable. Perfect. Now do the same thing again. Click on sign in with Google. And here, select the email through which you have connected. Click on continue. And then click on select all. Then click on continue. And perfect, our connection has been successfully made. And now if I go to from list, you'll be able to see the files which I have in my Google Drive. So that's how easy it is to connect your N8N with Google Drive, Gmail for sending email, Google Drive for reading files, etc. That's it for the video, guys. Until next video, have a great day.